Welcome back. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. وبه نستعين وهو خير ناصر ومعين وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وآله الطاهرين. Once again, Assalamu alaikum to all our viewers. The second part of the discussion on the understanding nafs on the basis of Munajat al-Shakin, the whispered prayers of the complainers of Imam Sajjad alayhi salam. Rushing to offenses, that's how the nafs, it rushes to go against, eager to disobey Allah. Disobeying, nafs enjoys. Don't do this, but no, nafs want to do it. Because I want to do it. Who are you to tell me not to do it? That's nafs. Exposing itself while doing so to the danger, to the wrath, to the azab of Allah. The nafs takes me, O Allah, on the roads of disaster. That's what the nafs takes me to. Now, the viewers might have question in regards to the different halat and the maratib of the nafs. We would like to dedicate the second half of the program to the different halat that have been mentioned in the Quran and riwayat in regards to the nafs-e insan. You might have heard, La uqsimu bin nafsil lawwama. Allah says, He vows, by the nafs which tends to lawwama is a nafs where it kind of how shall I say the conscious tells you have done wrong, from inside. The soul which becomes embarrassed, the soul which says that no, you haven't, that's malamat, that's called the nafs al-lawwama. It wakes you up, right? That's a nafs. There is nafs ammara, which commands you to do evil. There's nafs lawwama. Then there is nafs mutmainna, or it is also known as mufakkira, perhaps comes from tafakkur. So, but it is one nafs. These are not three different nafs. A person have only one nafs. You have nafs ammare or ammara, which commands the person to do evil. That's what Imam Sajjad is saying. Ilahi ashku ilayka. I'm complaining of the nafsan ammaratan, which is commanding me. So there is that nafs which commands me to do evil. Naturally, greed, that's been placed there. But this greed is placed there for a particular reason. If this greed is not there, I will not really do harakat towards sustaining myself. This greed needs to be there. But as this greed needs to be there, it just wants to be greedy all the time. Right? And then when it becomes greedy all the time and it grasps everything without thinking, without aql, right? Then nafs lawwama comes about. Because there is some sort of divine material in the existence of man, in his wujud. وَنَفَخْتُ فِيهِ مِنْ ruhi. God says, I have breath into Adam from my spirit, right? So his fitrat kind of off and on shakes him up, tells him that is not right. There is something inside telling him lying is bad, oppression is bad, right? So then after that you have that nafs which reaches to that level of mutma'in, to that nafs mufakkir, where it has reached, because now it is using that aql that God have provided him. وَنَفَخْتُ فِيهِ مِنْ ruhi. He utilizes that as the more he unwind, the more he rely upon this sort of how shall I say aql that God have provided him, the more he starts seeing things, the more God show him the reality. He's not blinded. That's what happened when Hazrat Yusuf alayhi salam, laqad, Surah Yusuf, verse number 24, laqad hammad bih wa hamma biha lawla an ra'a burhana rabbihi. Wa laqad hammad bih, she desired Yusuf. Wa hamma biha, and Yusuf lawla also desired, if, this is very important, natural, there is something, that pull. It says وَهَمَّ بِهَا لَوْلَا أَنْ رَأَى بُرْهَانَ رَبِّي. If it wasn't for that burhan which Yusuf saw, then Yusuf would have been trapped by his nafs. So Yusuf saw the burhan. When Yusuf saw the burhan, he said, Rabbi as-sijnu ahabbu ilayya. I love the prison more, O Lord. It's fine. Because he saw it, the trap of shaitan. He saw the burhan, the balance. The aql came and made him realize that this act is wrong. Now, the more a person listens to this inner voice, the more he would see the burhan. Imam Jawad alayhi salam, Jawadul Aimme, as we are in the month of Ziqada, the month of Razaviyeh, as they call it, right? Very blessed month, brothers and sisters, and I request you to, and myself, may Allah help me to make use of this month for ibadat, for sadaqat, for doing good deeds. It's a blessed month. It's a month haram. It is holy month. One would have a great opportunity. This is a great opportunity to utilize, Anyway, so here, now Imam Jawad alayhi salam says that the aql will not become complete illa bithalath, except with these three things. If he has these three things in him, the aql will be kamil. What are these three things? Tawfiq min Allah. Number one, he needs to have the tawfiq from God. As we said in the previous program, that the way to rectify the nafs ammara bisu is the reliance on God, relationship with God, connection with God. If he does that, May Allah help us all. We have to rely on God, and hamware, continuously we have to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for tawfiqat, that Allah provides us with those opportunities. So the aql will not become complete illa bis-salas, except with three things. Number one, tawfiq min Allah. Number two, al-wa'id al-daruniya, meaning that wa'id, that inner conscious, that inner voice that tells me, rethink before what you're doing. What you're doing is wrong. This is not right. Think about it. Maybe you are making a mistake. Rectify it, correct it, investigate it. Something from inside tells you, and you have to listen to this voice. Number three, qabul, accepting mimma, whosoever yansah, corrects you. Whosoever corrects you, sahi you got to accept. You have to accept it. Yes, burhan, argument, discuss. If somebody comes and tells you, you could challenge it, but challenging it not with the intention of protecting the ego, protecting the nafs, trying to understand that maybe I have made a mistake, trying to discuss that. And if somebody corrects you and you challenge their argument, the person who is correcting you should not get upset, should present their argument no matter what. Right? Because sometimes it is possible that somebody comes and corrects me and I said that that's not right, I'm not going to accept. The person gets agitated and upset. No, why? How come you're not listening to me? Because I am right, or I am your teacher, or I am senior to you, or that nafs. Once again, it's coming here. Ghazibe, nafs. The ghazab quality coming here. So this is something that I mentioned in the margin. So the hadith of the Imam is that the aql will not become complete, that inner voice. So the more I listen to it, the more I will see it. The problem, the mushkil, the issue that we have is that we tend to see only those things which seems to be apparent to us. But these things are not real. It is connected to that inner reality, which is much higher, which is much deeper. That's why we get stuck. We think that this is it. When a marhum leaves us, when a family member leaves us, we think that that is it. That's the end of it. No, that's not the case. He is very much connected to us at this very moment. It is because we don't see. But some people do see. Some people do feel the presence. They are connected. So sometimes people cry in such a way that that is the end of it. But one cries by knowing that we are becoming mahroom. We might not be able to see to that clarity that one could really see in that physical sense, for example. The person is in barzakh, the spirit is connected, right? So therefore, the question is not seeing, it's not zahir, it is hidden. It's alim al-ghayb dige, it's a hidden world, right? Zahir is something, batin. So that hidden world, that is burhan. Hazrat Yusuf saw that. As he saw this burhan, he held it himself. He accepted the prison, the physical difficulties that he could have. Now, the nafs have that ishtiyaq, that desire towards being loose, towards being sort of free and quick profit. They want to make quick profit, right? But at the same time, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have not made things haram. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have given him respite to basically enjoy, but with certain conditions. إِنَّ الَّذِينَ يَأْكُلُونَ أَمْوَالَ الْيَتَامَى ظُلْمًا إِنَّمَا يَأْكُلُونَ فِي بُطُونِهِمْ نَارًا وَسَيَصْلَوْنَ سَعِيرًا. In Surah Nisa, verse number 10. إِنَّ الَّذِينَ يَأْكُلُونَ أَمْوَالَ, those who eat the amwal of yatama, dhulman, with oppression. إِنَّمَا يَأْكُلُونَ فِي بُطُونِهِمْ نَارًا, certainly know that they are eating fire, which we discussed earlier as well. سَيَصْلَوْنَ سَعِيرًا, and soon, seen, right? سَيَصْلَوْنَ, seen, soon they will burn in the flames. May Allah protect us all. May Allah protect us. May Allah give us the tawfiq to fulfill the responsibilities towards the orphans. Brothers and sisters, I would like to also remind you of many orphans today, this very moment. Orphans of those who have gone to protect the harams of Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam, for the honor and dignity of the Shia world, of the Muslim world. Protect the graves and the shrines of Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam, those who have gone there. Their children are yatim, those who have lost their life and have become shaheed. From Afghanistan, from Pakistan, from Iraq, from Iran, from Lebanon, all of these places. Because you see, I'll just quickly mention this in the margin. I know this is not our topic. Hazrat Zainab is that point of truth. Hazrat Zainab is the one who propagated the truth. Hazrat Zainab is the one who became the source of unveiling the haqq and batil. So they want to destroy the shrine of Hazrat Zainab. This is the animosity that they themselves perhaps are unaware of. Very symbolic. They wanted to bring out Fatima salamullah alayha because we haven't prayed funeral prayer on her. Very similar. Destroying the shrine, the grave, under the name of Islam, under the name of Islamic law and Islamic state. So therefore, they would try to attack any legacy left by Hazrat Zainab, whether that be Ziyarat Arba'in, whether it be Ziyarat of Aba Abdullah al-Hussein, so that the shrines be destroyed. Hazrat Zainab put that sunnat. Sunnat Arba'in, Sunnat Zainabist. Right? So it's Hazrat Zainab who have laid that sunnat. See? Hazrat Zainab and the act of azadari of Hazrat Zainab, which became the source of propagation of true Islam. which become the source of the message of Imam Hussein, majalis of Imam Hussein. So let's attack and divide the majalis of Imam Hussein alayhi salam. Somehow, that's what we see. In our Hussainiyas, in our centers, dividing, grouping, labeling, so that there should be some sort of crack in the azadari. There are. So that there should be ikhtilaf. He is reciting, I will not go. He will, Marsiya Khan, Nohe Khan, the person who does matam, this type of matam, that type of matam. Blood matam, no blood matam, chain matam, and this matam. Something should happen, because this azadari and matam is giving the message. The foundation of the azadari, which is laid by Hazrat Zainab, the first majlis was done by Hazrat Zainab Salamullah alayha, to propagate the message of Imam Hussein. So they want to attack this shrine of Hazrat Zainab. Right? Now, we were talking about orphans, and Alhamdulillah, we have seen how the lovers of Hazrat Zainab, in order to protect the shrine, have gone and sacrificed their life. Their children are orphan. Now, I don't want to get into, oh, it is political, it is this and that and the other. Brothers and sisters, it is very clear. The motives are clear. The motives have always been clear. Whosoever with whatever means are going there to protect the shrines, it is against those motives to destroy these shrines. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us strength and tawfiq to really support these orphans, those who are in need, to really speak about these protectors of haram, who are mazloom indeed. I'm really sorry that in the end part of our discussion we kind of went into a margin talking about these issues, but we will come back to our discussion, because our next discussion is very important, which I just wanted to introduce, or just that line, and that is, the nafs always bring about reasons not to do. Inshallah, we'll look in detail. Thank you very much for joining us. We will see you next week again. Goodbye from Question Time. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ghafar Allahu lana wa lakum. Inshallah jamiyan.